have a feeling the quality is gonna be horrible this time. uh, स्ट्रीम तो ऑन हो गया है. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't know if things are fine. I hope they are. Um, Anyways, so yeah, this is what I was showing you. Bootstrap has this amazing thing called grid, which lets you place things here and there. That's what I've used for my. Where did that go? एक और Chrome तो नहीं खुला ना. Okay, yeah. So that's what I've used to do this. 3 columns, 2 columns. You can have relative column sizes as well. All that is there in grid documentation. You can push things to the right, absolute right. This is kind of like columns. Um, uh, there's of course to center stuff, to make stuff bold. We have all those options as well. So basically, HTML CSS again defines what your website looks like. Everything that we're doing with Bootstrap can also be done with custom CSS, but why do we want to reinvent the wheel, right? Now, but sometimes there's just stuff that you really want to do that there isn't any straightforward way to do it through Bootstrap. So that's where we come up with CSS. So as you can see, background color black I've done on my header. So that's what this is, right? Now I'll explain how CSS works, what classes and IDs actually are, so you can actually understand stuff. But the extent of front end we're covering today is only what might be relevant tomorrow, and nothing beyond that. Uh, that's because it's no point going into the depth of front end. I will tell you, you should take a look at W3 schools, though they have an amazing, uh, like it's great. If you want to learn front end, if you want to learn anything related to web development, they have a great host of content on their website. And honestly, you don't need to know everything related to front end. You just need to be able to modify it and understand what's going on. Beyond that, like front end, like developing front end from scratch, it's very rare that you'd be doing much of that in your life. So it's a very pointless skill to learn. Um, okay, so here you go. Um, the idea is that um, we use this attribute. Okay, so any tag that we've created, tag is the stuff between uh, what do we call this, angular braces, less than and greater than symbol on the keyboard. It's called angular braces or angular brackets, and anything inside angular brackets is a tag, which is in red. And then green color may we have attributes. These colors are just highlighting by Sublime Text. It might look different on your screen, but yeah, the basic idea is that these attributes and tags can be accessed by the connected CSS. So what we can do is, again, same line as this guy. Let's grab a style sheet, and now I need an index.css file in the same folder as this file, and this guy's in the workshop series. So let's save this and create a new file that just does dot body background color white. वाइट नहीं करते, वाइट तो ऑलरेडी है. ब्लू नहीं, येलो. ठीक है. and we'll put it here as index.css because that's what we've told the HTML to look for, index.css, and there we go, we've got that. If I did that correctly, this page should now turn yellow, and it didn't. Oops, I have no idea what I did. Give me a second. Ah, sorry. Type. There we go. Okay. So now, of course, we never want a background yellow, but for now, oh no, don't tell me it's offline again. Is it offline or is it just bad quality? Well, I'll just right. So custom CSS, there's three things you need to know. If you want to access all places wherever there's body and apply something to it, you just write the tag name, open curly brackets, whatever attribute you want to change. This has everything like padding, color, color means font color, font weight, that is bold and stuff, font size, um, you can do margins, you can add a border, you can, what else can we do with CSS? Yeah, I think that's it. I'm pretty sure there's more stuff as well. You can, oh yeah, you can make it a background image. I don't have an image in that folder and I'm not bothering. But yeah, if you want to see how background image works, I'm pretty sure somewhere here I've used background image, waves.jpg. Waves.jpg is over here, this file, and that made my profile picture, profile page background as an image. So you can do all those things and you can discover. So I'll leave the depths of HTML CSS to you. More importantly, if you want to only talk about a class, say I've applied a class row or apply the class column. A class can be anything. You could type in whatever you want. I could make this class equal to Ankit header, and here I could just do dot Ankit header. So for class we use dot so that it tells CSS that it's not a tag that we're looking for. We're looking for a class. And say I want to make the header color red. I'm making this uglier by the moment, but there we go. Header became red. And if you only, so ID can only be applied to one thing. So ideally this should be an ID. Okay. And then I would have had to put a hash and it would make the color red. I mean, it's already red, but yeah. And what we can do is say all. You can also use inheritance. So say अंकित हेडर के अंदर के सारे p tags का कलर कर दो white, and did I press save? Is that how I do it? Wait, it's not inside at all now. Header के inside तो है ही नहीं. Of course. So there is no p tag inside the header. That's why it's doing that. if I do stat this column, I give it, and then I do the same. Hmm. Uh, why does this take so long to reload? It's new. Ah, there you go. Text is now white. It looks horrible. Great. Um, so that's it about these, and let's do class also. One example, so I can share this code with you. A class, say all buttons I want padding left to be 20 pixels, and then when I do this, there we go. The button just got some additional padding on the left. So any class I can uh, find any class using the dot. I can find any ID using the hash and any tag by directly using the tag name. And I can modify properties such as color, whatnot. And that's the basics of HTML, CSS. The reason why I said you won't be typing too much is because you can just download ready pages. Okay, you could just go to, say, now this is not getting it legally at all. You could just do this. Sorry, you could just select the entire thing. Okay, sources. Yeah, so when you go to sources, you can see uh, everything, right? You can see all the code. Let's go to an easier website without any safeties. Mine. So, or not even that one. Let's go. Let's stay on this one. You wanna see the HTML, CSS? Here's the HTML. Here's the pictures. Here's the CSS. You can grab my code. Okay, you can duplicate this website in like 2 minutes. So anything that you want from my website, that part you can copy. And the best part is like you just do that, and there you go. Color lib, creative tim, free CSS, free website templates, a bunch of websites that have free templates that look like this, which is not something that even I could sit and make. So why bother, honestly, to do everything from scratch? Rather grab one of these and modify it. You don't like the red, you change the red to pink or to yellow or whatever. You don't like the font, you change the font. You want the card to be placed somewhere else, you modify that much. Like, don't reinvent the wheel, right? Plus, you can find a lot of ready code on bootstrap for like basic things, like you want a carousel. You can get a bunch of elements from bootstrap. You can get a jumbotron दिखाता हूँ काफी cool है. So there's all this stuff, data toggles. You can have tabs, you can have pagination, you can have a lot of stuff. So this is a jumbotron. This big gray box comes up on your website. So this is all you have to do. I add a jumbotron here. Um, and that jumbotron is now here. It looks horrible out here because the red text and whatnot, but you get the point, right? If you want your website to look like, well, those templates and not like this. It's just better to pick and choose code from online and get that in. And you can, any sort of functionality you want, you'll find Stack Overflow answers to implement that, and you can pick those up. The advantage with front end is that there's no logic to the code. It's just about design. It's just about structure. So unlike Python, there isn't much to learn. But yet, if you feel like I don't understand much and I wanna take a look at how to do this properly, I would suggest going to W3 schools. This is not a paid promotion at all, but that's where I learned from, and it's honestly great. I mean, I did make this whole thing myself without picking up things from here and there. Little bit of Stack Overflow, of course, but yeah, kind of proud of this one. So, um, like the sentiment one, it's a template directly from creative tim. You search creative tim, that's probably like the third or fourth template you can see there. So yeah, learn html, learn css, learn bootstrap, learn javascript, jquery, react, angular, json, sql, python, everything you can learn here. So it's a great website to learn web development. This was from a template, as I said. I have removed all the creative tim markings. Usually there's a footer with creative Tim's name in there. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. Um, One cool thing is that you could technically do this. This is very useful. That didn't change the actual website. If I reload, it'll go. But your current displayed version can change. And you can use this to do a lot of nonsense. Like you could ideally go into Gmail, make the input boxes like remove the stars concept. So your friend types in his password to log into Gmail on your laptop, and boom, you can see his password. So you shouldn't do all those things. It's illegal and highly frowned upon, and it's just a really sad life to lead if you want to sit and steal your friends' passwords. But yeah, technically don't enter your password on other people's devices, people. Okay, so I think that sums up today's seminar. I'll be taking doubts as usual on WhatsApp till tomorrow. I hope you guys are able to do the assignment of Python that I gave yesterday. I might ask a few questions related to today's theory. HTML, CSS just won't be there because I don't, again, see the point of grilling you guys much about something that you guys don't really need to know too much in depth. Um, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you. Goodbye.